I'd made my way to a Starbucks on a road trip to New England. And as I sat there, I could feel the weight of the stare from the gentleman sitting across from me. As always happens, he had seen my pink Beetle with my logo on it, and he said, "What exactly does an adventure coach do?" I said, "I do what every other coach does. I uncover the brilliance." I'm happy to be here with you, fellow coaches, because what we do matters. I want to share with you a story about Mary, one of my early clients who was drowning in quicksand, as she described it. When Mary came to me, she had been just come out of a very toxic 10-year relationship. She had a teenage daughter, a house that she could no longer afford. And the only thing she had to show for that relationship was about 100 pounds and a ton of debt. Through the process of our coaching, I began to understand a little more about Mary. She had been going through many things. Her mother had become ill. She had moved in with her parents to help her ailing mother. And during one of our processes, Mary confesses to me that she was afraid of heights. Now here's a hint. You never tell an adventure coach that you are afraid of heights. For our next session, we met at our regular Starbucks, except this time I told her to meet me there at 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning. We got in my car, and before she knew what happened, we were parking at Florida Air Ridge Park, where I'd gone hang gliding many times. After a slight panic, I said, "Listen, it's okay. Your flight is paid for, but you don't have to do it if you don't want to." I said, "I'm going to do it, and you can watch." But she dared to take the flight, and she was in the air for at 1,000 feet for 11 minutes. When she came down, I can remember like it was yesterday, her saying, "If my children and my parents know what I just did, they wouldn't believe me." And I said, "Actually, they will, because I had them video record everything, and you have enough pictures to go around so that you can remind yourself that that fear that you had the whole time was only in your head." It's important what we do, because it is important that we uncover the brilliance in our clients by removing those limiting beliefs. Now, we can take our clients to the edge of that comfort zone, but only they can dare to jump off. And that's why what we do matters. That's why what we do is important. During one of those road trips, I visited Mount Rushmore last year. It was on my bucket list for a long time. And I watched a video that they played about the creation of the monument. It was interesting to see for me that the most important tool that they used to create that monument was dynamite. Did anybody know that? Dynamite, the number one tool that they used. So the way that I see it is that they used dynamite to remove what didn't belong. And as they removed what didn't belong, they began to expose the faces of Jefferson and Washington and Roosevelt and Lincoln. And like any great sculptor, we can look at David, we can look at the thinker. All that sculptor is doing is seeing that piece of marble or that piece of bronze, and they are simply removing what doesn't belong. As coaches, what we do is remove what doesn't belong. We remove the fear. We remove the limiting beliefs. We remove the doubt that they have in there to reveal the masterpiece that is inside, to help them uncover their brilliance. It is important to me to know that what I do matters, because these people entrust us with their transformation. They come to us very often in a desperate situation because they don't know where they're going from there. And they come to us knowing that if nothing else, we can help show them a way. What we do matters, coaches. And I know that if you're here, you believe that. But we need to embrace the ability and the power that we have to effectuate change in everybody that we come in contact with. And I encourage you to take that ability that we have as coaches and dedicate yourselves to uncovering the brilliance. Thank you.